Hi, this is going to be a pretty quick update on my camper trailer. Of course, you can see the lights on the fan working here. And, of course, Midnight's coming into his new house. Now, I have been working on the water again. I'm replacing the hose that I had on here, which is right here, the water hose, with actual hose. This is RV hose, heavy duty. Now, you can see these are really tight. These are 1/2 inch fittings. Now, this is a 1/2 inch hose. Now, to get it on, you need one of these, a step drill bit. And what you do is you run it in here and heat this hose up, and you put it all the way in, and that will stretch out the hose long enough that you can get it on whatever you need to get it on. As you can see, the water pump is here. I still have to mount it. I pulled it off the mounts when I was working on it down here. Here's the fuse. Here's the wire I have to run. You can see here is the new water line. Now, I still have to get a shutoff that I want to put right down there, and I'll show you why in a little bit. But I definitely need a shutoff. The stove is in. It does work. It works just fine. There are no leaks. Now, here is the hose for the propane tank. Not propane tank, excuse me, the hot water heater. The propane hot water heater. Now, there was a wire just laying down here, and I left it loose. I put a new plug on here with USB charging. Now, I left this loose because all this right here is coming out, because this is where the fridge is going to go. And before I put the fridge in, this here is going to be mounted up here, so I can just plug the fridge right in, and anything else I need to plug in, I can plug in right there. As you can see, I got all of that spray foam insulation out, so I can start working on the back. And I took the cabinet door off here so I could actually work on that. That is the drain. I believe there was a shower here at one time, or maybe one of those sit-down bathtubs. I will be putting our makeshift shower right here. Let me get this door out of the way. There's spray foam insulation right there. You can see I got a mess in here again. Of course, the toilet's right there. Now, the shower's going right here. And how I'm going to hook this shower up is I do have a off and on faucet, kind of like that over there, but it goes inside showers and bathtubs and RVs and campers. I thought about hooking that up here at the bottom of the tub and just go ahead and run the shower head up. Now, how I'm going to do this is very simple. Once my shower pan is down, well, my pan for my shower, of course all this is coming out, I just haven't done it yet. I'm going to take cheap shower curtain that I can just run up here and run down inside the tub. And you're probably going, how am I going to be able to turn that off and on if the way the tub is made? Well, the shower curtain on this side is going to go underneath and down. It's going to go up underneath the off and on switch, the hot and cold side. Then the shower is going to run up here, right, probably about here. So what's going to happen is it's going to be a little bit slanted, just a little bit, and then over here slanted and up. Same for the back wall. It's going to come down and then slant in and down into the tub. That way I have room, my girlfriend has room to stand up, you know, move around while we're in the shower. That is the easiest way. And then we're just going to have a shower curtain out here coming in this way, facing the back wall right here. going in that way into the tub. So we'll basically have probably 3.5 to 4 shower curtains put up, and that way no water will get on the wall, and we can use the shower curtain on the front over on this corner to get in and out of the shower, and that'll make sure no water gets on the floor. You can see back here this is still dry from where I put this on. All that is old stuff. I just haven't scrubbed it down or cleaned it. You can see that down there is dry. It just looks like it's wet, but it is dry. It's just really rotted. And once again, here is for the new propane hot water heater. There's the propane line. Let me grab a screwdriver. I may need it. Of course, the switch here operates this one. Let me shut all this off here, and then I'm going to show you what I did outside. And like I said, I'm not done running the new water line because I want to put a shut off here. I'm going to run new line to the sink here, to the cold water side, over and up to the hot water side. I'm going to come down and tee it right here, back and over to hot water, and then the hot and cold is going to come into the shower. And all I have to do is hook this up to the battery here. This pump I'm going to hook up to the mini small battery that's underneath the seat. You can see the solar charger controller still working fine. So the battery under this seat is going to be running our water pump. And if we absolutely have to, I can always rig something up later to, charge the pump. That's not, charge the battery under here. That's not an issue. All right, let me show you what I was working on outside. Midnight. All right, right here is for the new water hose. So we can hook it up to a hose. And like I say, what I want is I want a shut off between this and the tank. That way if someone lets us hook up to their water line, it won't fill the tank up and overfill. I don't want that, so I want to shut off between this and the tank. And that's what I need to get. Of course, here is the one for the stove. Now what I did was I flipped it around, made it shorter on the outside. I put a big washer, and there is a rubber gasket on the other side of this. And when I tightened it down, it went in that hole and made a watertight seal. Okay, here we go. I have this screwed down. Give me a second. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a hole in this door right here at the bottom. I'm going to make it like this. Right here. There we go. And that is for the hot water heater. I'm going to put a new latch on this. Let me get this closed. I want to make sure everything stays shut. But I'm going to put a new latch here. Like I said, I'm going to make a hole like this. Right here. Down here. So when I have it hooked up, I can leave the hose out and leave the door shut. Once again, right here is what I've done. And since I did the roof, it had not leaked. Since I did the walls in the back, it had not leaked. Here's all the cord, of course. Get midnight in there again. There's the solar panel. I'm getting along pretty well. I actually need to check that plug. I didn't think about it. But so far everything's working. Now, if I do have any wood left from the back wall, fixing this back wall here, out of these doors, I do believe I will. If I have enough, I'll patch this front end. If I don't have enough, I'll patch this. Alright, once again, if you're going to use 1/2 inch, now this is RV hose, water hose, made in the USA. I ordered 1/2 inch. Now this is a 1/2 inch, but you can see that is not going to go on there easily. I mean, it does not. So if you get some of this hose and it's not going on, once again, buy one of these step drill bits. Put it on your drill. Now I use my cordless drill and just drill into it, and it will soften this up enough to where you can get your fitting on it. And then don't make sure you put your clamp on. And I did put this new switch for the water pump right there. I thought about putting the fuse right here where this old switch was. I mean, it can just basically slide right through. And there's the switch for the water pump right here. Here is the fuse for the water pump. And like I said, I am going to run cable, new wire, over to that battery. This is the new hose right here, the fill hose. I have to replace this old one. You can see it's all gross. This is a brand new fill hose. Excuse me, fill hose. Hose. And that's about it. Like I said, I am working on this slowly because, you know, we have no money right now. So I'm just doing what I can do with stuff I already had. Since I fixed the roof, I have not got into this rubber roof coating yet. So, anyway, you can see some of the stuff I pulled off the floor over here. That is it. Now this plug down here, of course, works. It has USB charging. Plus it's a 110 plug, 120. It's 120. I'd say 115 be on the safe side. Like I said, the stove and oven both work. They work fine. I've already tested them. Now, if you're going to be hooking up something like this, right here, for your propane, what you're going to need is a wrench that I had, and I have no clue what I did with it. A wrench that'll fit that, and right here, a crescent wrench. And what you're going to have to do is on the outside, when you're putting your adapter on, your hose on, make sure you catch right here on the outside, because you want to make sure the fitting doesn't turn right there. And a wrench, a real wrench, not a crescent wrench, is a little bit thinner, so it's easier to work with. And that way you hold this, like I said, this is going through the wall. You hold it with your wrench, and you use your crescent wrench to put on your hose right there where the threads are. That way you make sure it doesn't turn, it doesn't come loose. That's how you take it off and on. Make sure you have a wrench that will fit it, and a crescent wrench. And I don't remember where I put my wrench. I may have put it up. But like I said, this is a real small update. What I've been doing. It is coming along. And once again, since I did the roof, It has not leaked once. And you can see where the lights were, old lights were, they were burning right here. And of course, LED lights. Now, this here I left open, and it got a leaf up in there. Let's see what it does with the fan on. Hey, got rid of some of it. Hey. Yeah, I left this open, and unfortunately, the wind blew some leaves up in there. And I really don't want to have to tear all this thing apart to try to get them leaves out or get up on the roof. So, you know what? They're good. They're fine. Like I said, right here is what I'm talking about. Your hose. This fitting right here. Now, this will look like the outside from here out. Right here. On the outside. So, what you have to do is you have to hold that part with your wrench. Where your wrench goes. Well, I think I adjusted my wrench. And then you use another wrench to put this on. And you use that every time, taking these off and on, because you don't want them to turn, because right now they are watertight and they are sealed. Alright, this is just a small update on what I've been doing out here. I did this today. And unfortunately, I can run the wires, but I can't put them up. I have to get some small nuts and bolts with some rounded heads. And in fact, here's a little crescent wrench I could use. It's smaller. Yeah, it's much smaller than that wrench there, that other crescent wrench. So, you know, I have a little small crescent wrench, one or two of these to put it on with. That'll work right there. That is a 6-inch. Oh yeah, that'd be fine. That'd be perfect. 2 of these, or just a regular wrench and one of these, it'd work fine. Once again, getting back to the water pump, if you buy one of these pumps and you buy this hose and it's hard to get your hose on, remember, get one of these step bits, and you need to take this bit all the way down into here, all the way to 3/4 inch, and spin the holy hell out of it, and then pull that off, and it will screw on, literally screw on. You can see how it's bulged right there and right there. That's because this was warm when I put it on, and I literally screwed the pump on with the threads on this pump, and then I put my clamps on. And here's the water tank. Like I said, once again, I do want to shut off right there. So if we are on someone's water, then I can either fill this tank up and then, you know, shut it off, or just not have the tank turned on at all. And then we could just use a shower and the sink and stuff like that. Alright, this is a small update. I apologize for showing you the same stuff over and over again. This is a, I believe it's called a bulkhead, or bulkhead fitting. For the fitting that goes all the way through. And what it is, it's basically one of these right here, but this side is probably about double the length. So, you know, you can put it through a wall, a thin wall. Like I said, that's why I took it through the metal, because it's thin, and I want to make sure I get a real good seal on that. But I will put the name of the fitting in the description of this video. So if you're looking for a fitting to go through a thin wall for propane, that's what you need. If you're unsure how to get it to seal. Lock that. Make sure I didn't leave nothing in there. Make sure Midnight's not in there. There he is. Take your large washer and put a gasket on it, or a washer on the back, and just tighten the holy hell out of it. Now when you're putting your propane hose off and on, right here is where you need to clamp it with a wrench. And that way when you're putting your hose on, you can turn your hose and tighten it down real tight. Alright, that's it. I'm fixing to go. I'm fixing to unhook all this mess and put everything up. I am done for the day. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And once again, I appreciate you watching. Everyone have a good day. Bye.